Hello, everyone. I'm back. So, yeah, where we left off, the the teacher of class 1B students told, or he told them that, like, the we all know that Zuko was like. This is what he says. Well, the Zuko has a quirk that is called elemental healer. It allows a person to heal a person or heal themselves, depends on. So, like the cloud, like that dark stuff, wouldn't be able to like kill him or anything that's like elements, like basically fire, earth. Yeah. So, yeah, he could swim in chemical bath. And he still be healing from that, or like he's immortal to it. So, yeah, then he says, but we also heard from the doctor as he takes a deep breath. Zuko is the Lord of Phantasms. The the first one that we saw, or that I recorded, yeah, before this video, yeah. So everyone on and see before you, it was like as ever, some of them are so scared that if but only one person out of the entire class 1B that had, or actually was that silver haired girl, because she actually, when she learned about Zuko's power, she couldn't believe that he's a one for her. Of course, the him, he's like being like all smart but thing. Like, this must be his other power. No way that the Lord of Phantasms have this. uh, But everyone, like, next chops him. But now we go on to a villains. All for One says, yes, yes. Sorry. Yes, yes. The Because he's grinning because he saw Zuko's monstrous form, or like dark, yeah. As when he switches over to the night vision, he saw it. He saw a monster that could basically end the world. He saw him as All for One was grinning from ear to ear. Saw, like, he saw how brutal it was. Like, with all that power, it must be a quirk, he says, as a doctor looks at him and he says, no, it's not a quirk, actually. As a doctor, or as All for One says, we must be looking at a person that has a ability to who basically transform into that. Yes, he had. It's Zuko Midoriya's, but he does have a quirk called elemental healing. So basically, like he can heal himself or his comrades. Yeah. So basically, yeah. As after the USJ incident, one of the pro heroes decided to, you know, ask him to go train with her. Yeah. To, she also said that to test his Lord of Phantasms power. As he says, are sure? Of course. Yes. I take on bigger brutes than them, so. But fighting a lord of the phantasms would probably be easy as pie, isn't it? Okay. As he goes to training, and yeah, he takes off his headphones, took out his phone, and like leaves it on us outside or like inside, but as he says ready, as he calms down, as he transforms into that, yeah, as the it was a training, so basically, yeah, as yeah, she's dodging like the attacks of those monsters, or like Zuko's attacks, as yeah, then he summons his little clones, and they all start attacking her, and yeah, she couldn't even see through the darkness. Yeah. As she couldn't even hear them as a until it was too late. As a giant fist from Lord of Phantasms Zuko, whose fist collided with her, sending her backwards, hitting the wall. As he could see just fine. Yeah, that's a scary thought. As, yeah. As all the pro heroes are like looking at him. They couldn't believe that this kid's and his power is as he walks over as he's looking at her as he as one of his henchmen things like his creature kids, should I just call them that, when and made sure she was breathing. She's out. She got knocked out. Out cold. Yeah. So, yeah, when he calms down, everything went back to normal. Yeah. As, yeah. But his demon creatures, villains, still helps him around if he's in his monster form or his human form. Yeah, call that insane. And plus, they even have elemental healer. So they're basically a, yeah. So she's got ran up to the hospital, and yeah. As basically everyone from class 1B watched how destructive he is. Yeah. As, yeah, during the sports festival, Zuko is the fastest person when he's in his human form or his monster form. He could go, like, he could be blink of an eye and he's finished about 0.1% faster. Yeah. As, yeah. It is scary for them. So during the cavalry battle, he accesses his, like, darkness, like, shade thing. Like, basically makes him go like that, going dark. As everyone can't even see where, because it was pitch black. As they all, like, were trying to do, like, literally tumbling in the dark. As, yeah. Only thing that was, Zuko could see just fine. And his, like, troops are, yeah. Like, his allies had a grant ability of seeing through the dark, like it's, like, the same time. As, yeah. Who's on his team? Dark Shadow and the Class 1B student, him. As, plus that was two. Yeah. And Ochako was three, and Zuko. So, yeah. He basically, no one even suspected it. Like, Dark Shadow and him were amazed that, and Ochako was amazed how he could see their darkness in the eyes. You know, like, they don't even. It's like it looks normal to them. Yeah, but everyone else sees it so pitch black. As they they all went and grabbed the 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. Yeah. And Zuko won that. Like his team won. As they couldn't believe that he actually didn't. When Eraserhead tells the entire class after Zuko left, because he already knows that he has Lord of Phantasms in him. So everyone is like, let's take him out first. Then we'll get a 1 million points. But they couldn't see it, so that's. So he also knew how to disguise his classmate, or his, to make other people see what he wants them to see. So yeah. As they were like trying to, and when the match was over, when the match was like he turned off the darkness thing, as everyone sees their own like headbands in someone else's hands. Like, what the heck? As going dark. So yeah, I'm skipping the or the internship, but I forgot to mention about in the last 3 videos, or last 2 videos before this one, the Lord of Searing Flames and Lord of Striking Thunders. I forgot to mention that Zumi got one for all. Yeah, so yeah. And all 3 have in common. So yeah. So during the internship thing, he goes for someone that has same experience. Like, of course, fighting, eating, he basically chose to join in Endeavor, because actually the reason why I chose Endeavor is because I was gonna pick that bunny girl. Yeah. Or whatever. The bunny girl would be good. Because she actually beats up villains like no tomorrow, and with his darkness, and he transforms into a big monster dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He basically GG. So yeah, he basically makes every time he uses his own power, he is also emitting like an aura of hate to others. And like basically it affects his opponents or his enemies more than anything. So yeah, and that girl, the one that I said, the Rinko Yenge, I really need to get better. Like, so yeah, so she ends up before they even left, they ended up, or she actually tells him how she feels about him. Like, as, yeah, most of the girls are like on him because they only true person was her, so the silver haired girl, because she likes creepy people that are very creepy. Plus, Lord, when she heard that he has the Lord of Phantasms, yeah, she went from being a, I don't like you because you're not creepy enough, to about, she goes from the, like, no, to, heck yeah. So yeah, heck, even Toga, when from a League of Villains, when she saw his, what he looked like, as she asks him, or she asked the League of Villains of, who's this kid? As All for One tells her, that is Zuko. You are seeing his demonic power. His, as, yeah, everyone from around the entire city is like talking about him, how OP he is. Because he actually took it down Todoroki during the sports festival. I'll get into that detail. So yeah. So he basically, when he was so relaxed, he says, "Ready, Todoroki?" Yeah. As Endeavor's like, "Don't go easy on my son before." Like he says that. As he says, okay. As Todoroki uses his ice to like freeze a person, but no response, so they thought he was dead. As they could, or Todoroki could feel his rage, like Zuko's rage. Sorry, brain thing. So yeah, he's basically thinking about it. And when he's like turns around, he doesn't see Zuko anymore. He sees a monster looking at him. Like his, yeah, his monstrous self is just looking at him. And yeah, it terrifies everyone. Even Todoroki was shaken, and including Endeavor. And he's a number 2 hero, and making him shake is, yeah. So, yeah. As he reaches over, grabs Todoroki, and threw him out of the stadium. As he laughs, that roaring laugh that he does, as he shrinks back down to about a human size. Yeah. So now, that was a little detail. Yeah. And so I'm skipping the rest. So the camp arc, or actually Musclier got told that his new job is to take care of Zuko, because he might be your toughest opponent, Shiraki-sen says. Because when I heard from everyone that he might be the strongest than you, so as Musclier says, no one's better than me. No one's stronger than me. As he's like doing all that monologuing. Yeah. So, yeah. He basically went to where Zuko was at. Zuko was prepared. As he became, yeah, this. As he, when he grabs Musclier, he zorbed, like, he basically, yeah, like what he did with Todoroki. Of course, actually, I forgot to add that detail thing. He actually, when he, or actually, no. So he actually zorbed Musclier into his pocket universe, where it's all pitch black. There was no light thing. Yeah. As, yeah. It was like his own, or Zuko's his own nightmare realm, where he's the one in control. Like, Musclier is like he went from being like, oh, I'm gonna take this guy out, to let me out of here quick. I don't want to be in here anymore. Please, please. As, yeah. So then, yeah. So then the next, yeah. So Zuko got captured, and then the raid arc, and then All for One versus All Might. All Might was down, but not out. But the Zuko, or All for One, was gonna shoot a beam of light, but Zuko stepped right in front, and it was pitch black, so there was nothing. But when his body went through evolution, so he went from being, he still keeps his like demonic power, but it evolved into the Holy Knight of Phantasms. As everyone could see without Yeah. As this is what he looks like. During the first video. As he takes care of All for One. Basically, yeah. He tore him to shreds. As he, like, throws him around like a little rag doll. As he, and I added this little detail to his belt buckle, is a piece, so it's the, because he's the Lord of Phantasms. The Phantasms has a, yeah. So yeah, he basically, and I'm skipping the overhaul fight because Zuko's, yeah. And he does like save Ares and like doing all that stuff. And he does get married to, actually, when Toga asked him to go get married to him and to that tan girl, the one that has a tan hair or silver hair on the bottom. Yeah. As he says, I don't mind dating both of you and get. So they both, after they date, and then they got married. And then they had 4 kids. Yeah, that's crazy. So each one shares his power of darkness. Yeah. Even because he actually turned Musclear in over to like authorities before. Yeah. And he does use like, because when he was holding on Todoroki before he, yeah, he actually copied Todoroki's powers. So basically he has a darker version of Todoroki's powers. Instead of like the fire thing, he calls it dark flames. He even calls it, or calls his, or Todoroki's this like ice into dark ice or darkness ice. Yeah, it's crazy. So this is the end of the video. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and who knows? I might do their like fusion. And yeah, he's still like, he talks to his other 2 counterparts. So go check them out. So peace out.